In the 20th century, if you needed a new life, you moved cities.
20世紀なら新しい人生が欲しければ街を変えればよかった。In the 21st century, your past moves with you. 記録され、保存され、分析される。
Searchable, archivable, monetizable. Some people can survive that.
Permanent. 生き残れる人もいる。Most cannot.
Tonight, we're looking at reinvention.
再構築。And who controls it? アイドル産業はイメージで動いている。Purity clauses. Behavior contracts.
Japan's idol industry runs on something fragile. Reputation.
純粋さが消費なら、現実はリスクになる。
When your brand is innocence, reality becomes a compliance issue.
高収益、高変動、元アイドル。
High reward, high volatility. Take Yua Mikami.
後に成人向け業界へ。Later, entrepreneur.
Not a fall.
転落ではない。A pivot inside a constrained system.
Japan regulates the adult industry differently from the West.
契約を規制する。プラットフォームではなく。Agencies mediate terms. Cooling off windows exist.
The structure is controversial, but formal. And then there is Abe Mikako. Abe Mikako. Large domestic audience.
長期的に活動を継続している存在。Sustained catalog presence.
She represents stability inside the system.
キーボーがご所力を生む。Scale changes leverage.
Sometimes it means consolidation.
退出ではなく、安定。Reinvention does not always mean escape.
Some performers leave the industry entirely. She explains her own past.
始終は道徳ではなく、構造で動く。そして自分の物語を取り戻す。元パフォーマー。現在は作家。ストリーマー。English language crossover。説明できることは支配できる。What matters is present value. Attention equals currency. オンライン安全法。AI chatbots are now included. 実名有給の議論も再浮上している。時々2つ。週ごとの対応。Platform liability pressure.
Kaho Shibuya.
地域単位で管理する。The West often regulates platforms.
The internet doesn't care about your history.
That difference shapes power. ヒューマンはビュートではない。Ban. Return. Polarization. They split. 半分は支持を強める。プラットフォーム所有者。Algorithm influence. Owners can adjust the algorithm. インフラが運命を決める。実名性は匿名性を縮小する。AI does not forget.
Now compare the UK.
過去は削除されない。未来では許可が必要になるかもしれない。Forgetting becomes a luxury. And not everyone will afford it. 購入しても完全に所有しているとは限らない。When the license expires,
Age verification expands.
functionality can stop. 所有から許可へ。Age verification. Real name systems. Access depends on validation.
In Britain, moral panic gets a committee. In the US, fragmented regulation.
対価性。安価。孤立的。Persistence was the problem.
The Netherlands regulates space and licensing.
規制が途中だと集中する声もあった。Science and politics do not move at the same speed.
Japan regulates contracts.
パターンの話です。持続性が時間差のリスクを生む。分解されない化学物質。They accumulate in water, soil, and blood.
But not everyone plays by the same rules.
雨とともに地球へ。They are also in the air.
Donald Trump.
アスベストと同じ構造。Data behaves the same way.
In America, reputations don't collapse.
削除より保存が優位。Forgetting is not natural. It is a design choice.
Half think you're finished.
持続性は力になる。
Elon Musk.
データが消えなければ人生も変わる。21世紀は記憶の世紀。
When users lose reputation, they lose reach.
誰が忘れさせる権利を持つのか。
Infrastructure decides survival. Real name policies are expanding. Search does not expire. In the past, reinvention required geography. If AI makes reputation permanent, consider hardware. Enterprise systems now require licensing to function. Right to repair becomes right to request permission. The same logic is appearing online. In the 20th century, asbestos was considered a miracle material. It was everywhere before we understood the long-term health cost. Even after medical evidence accumulated, public debate continued. In the 1990s, Donald Trump wrote, that asbestos had been unfairly demonized and suggested its removal was influenced by corruption rather than science. Today, the lesson isn't about one person, useful material, widespread adoption, delayed harm, political dispute. Now look at PFAS, replacement refrigerants breaking down into TFA. Microplastics no longer just in oceans, invisible, distributed, persistent. Chemicals that don't degrade. Search archives, cloud storage, AI training sets. Once recorded, almost impossible to retract. It's about systems that persist. When materials don't break down, ecosystems change. The 20th century taught us what happens when we ignore persistence. The question isn't whether technology remembers.
Signa, not noise.